gonna get straight to the jokes. You know, most people like myself don't like to start work right away. I gotta walk around and see what's going on. At least that's what I told my boss one day at work. He couldn't understand it, so I had to break it down to him. Look, from a real nigga's perspective, I gotta walk around, make sure everything's alright, make sure everything's going just smooth. Make sure these motherfuckers over here ain't flipping out. Like for instance, you see the African nigga about to clock into work. His eyes all bloodshot red. He mad, singing out songs from Jay-Z's Niggas in Paris talking about I about to hide motherfuckers wanna find me. That shit crack. Motherfuckers wanna find me. And you got a blow dart in one hand and a dart in the other, walking around mad as hell. You really about to clock into work? Or what if you see white boy Jimmy with a trench coat on and some dark ass shades in the middle of summer, walking around singing Godsmack lyrics or Slayer lyrics, and he just looked angry as hell? I'm not clocking in. I don't know about y'all. And say whatever you want to say. Might be a little too soon, but we've been down that road. Okay, so what if you seen little old Mr. Tran, who looks like Mr. Miyagi and shit, and he's standing by the time clock, and he's over there talking about some, you want to fight with me? And he keeps slapping his knees like this. I know y'all ain't clocking in. He about to take us back to war. Okay. Then I had to tell my boss, like, okay, what if you see Ali standing at the time clock and he got a battery in his hand and some jumper cables and he keeps trying to make it spark, but he keeps screaming out, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. You mean to tell me you gonna go ahead and clock in and go to work, right? Because you got a job to do. Got me fucked. And then I think I really pissed my boss off when I said this next part right here. I said, yo, check this out. Your name is Mr. Gonzalez, right? He said, yeah, it sure is, Mr. Hodge. I said, well, how would you feel if you was talking to Juanito over there and you had to go fire him? He said, oh, I have no problem with it. I said, yeah, but Juanito's been here for 3 years, right? He said, yeah, of course. He's always here, every day, nonstop. So now if you have to go fire him and you walk up to him like, excuse me, Juanito, but I'm sorry, but we have to let you go. And all of a sudden, Juanito looks at you, takes a step back like, oh, you gonna let me go? Okay, okay, I'll be right back. But he don't speak no English. You mean to tell me you still about to stand there and clock in, right? And then after that part right there, I guess my boss was real pissed off. Because the next thing he said to me was, well, what happens if I fire a real ass nigga? Huh? What's gonna happen then? I just took a step back like, yo, my nigga, like, what did you try to say? He said, if I fire a real ass nigga like yourself, what's gonna happen then? Well, what's the reaction I would get then? I just looked at him and said, you know, well, real niggas really don't talk that much. They actions speak louder than words. So then my boss looked at me and said, yo, Dante Hodge? I said, yes, Mr. Gonzalez? I can't stop laughing. He said, you're a real funny guy, but I'm gonna have to let you go. I just looked at this dude like, yo, my nigga, why? Then he looked at me and said, because you're a real racist asshole. And that's all to it. You can't be like that. And that's pretty much how I got started doing comedy. You know? Got fired from my last job for being an asshole.